What's up, y'all? Excuse this way, cause yeah, the way the plugs is going and everything like that. Alright, cool. Try to make it a little bit better so you can see actual, you know. Wait a little bit for everybody get in the room. Chill out. Be having a good day. Shit too, right? How you doing? You know, get a little vibe, get in tune with you. I was talking about coffee brewing, so I'm about to run for that in a second, man. I love y'all. Don't get mad at me. That's why it's taking too long. And then I got some freaking message talking about I got something delivered. I'm thinking it's my new package. Man, I want my new cars bad, boy. It's alright though. So hopefully this viewpoint is a little bit better, right? Alright. Let's get that a little bit down real quick. There we go. Cool. Alright. Hope y'all having a good day. Yo, man, so like y'all, I watch readers too, right? So my favorite reader, whatever he love read, he hit me with something yesterday. Boy. I don't know if it's gonna hit you as hard as it hit me, but it was like you need to get more rest. Because if you don't get more rest, it's like you may not be tired. I mean, you may be tired, but the plant's not gonna be tired. So it's like I gotta do the job regardless. I'm tired enough. I don't know. That hit me a little harder than what I thought it was, right? That energy was like, wait, damn, he's right as fuck. Alright, boy. Hey, I ain't knocking it. Alright, y'all. We're gonna start up. I'm gonna rock out with this one first, right? So we're gonna start out with your love, and we're gonna just cut this off for now. We don't need that right now. Yeah. Alright, cool. Let's get to the nitty gritty, right? I'm gonna try and speed read because I'm gonna run all these. So I got Cancer, Leo, and then we're going back to Aries and such. Alright. So yeah, bear with me. Let's go. First one up, we have the Hermit, right? Major Arcana upright. Cool. Second one up, we have Justice, Major Arcana upright. And third one up, we have the Ten of Swords in reverse. So now I was told that I should add one more card for just a little bit more clarity. So we're going to do that today for y'all. Yeah. Ooh, didn't want to see that. Tower upright, right? Cool. Message. Underline of energy. We have the Four Cups in reverse, right? Cool. All right, so you know how it's going to go. I'm going to read it out to you, and I'm going to tell you what to do, right? Let's get comfy. Let's see now. All right, so it could be past, present, or future. And it seems like you went through a situation where you kind of went into hermit mode and you didn't really want to talk to anybody. Through that situation, you gleaned a little bit of clarity, and the clarity brought you some truth. You was probably putting away a pain, of course, that a little burden or whatever. It sound like somebody kind of hurt you and then tried to like put you on display, kind of petty ass like attitude afterward, and that caused the Tower moment, right? So because of that, you didn't want to like create emotion with anybody. So that's what we're running with so far, right? So let's clarify this bad boy. Yep. You didn't want to feel like you was giving more than you was taking, right? And you felt like you didn't want to be berated by like, or berated by like fucking negativity. So you kind of try to put the pain away. You didn't want to stay up at night either, right? Cool. I don't know. Because you felt like Ace of Pentacles was just out of reach, possibly because of this person, fucking with your job or some physical situation, yeah. So as you kind of ran from this person, not necessarily ran, but kind of like went in your hermit mode, right? You kind kind of nurtured your pentacles, kind of focused on it. Eventually, probably you then end up started a new path of love, may it be a job or like physical yourself, or like, you know, and there's possibly a lot that you had ended right there. So you didn't feel necessarily involved because of that situation, and you felt like you couldn't attain your Nine of Pentacles or something physical, materialistic, and you had confidence in it. It's just you felt like you couldn't necessarily attain it. You wanted to attain your Nine of Cups, your full completeness of happiness, but you felt like you had no strength in the situation, right? I could dig it. So it seems like you're rushing with a little bit of hate towards somebody, necessarily here with the Knight of Swords. This thing don't look like it's focusing. Eventually, you gotta get a better camera. All right, but you wasn't trying to rush in love. Dig it? Come on, no? So you felt like you need to gain a little bit more knowledge when it came to your pentacle, right? With the King of Pentacles here. Because you felt like your Ten of Pentacles was just out of reach. So possibly they're telling you should gain more knowledge when it comes to your physical standing. Maybe a job. Like, you know, just increase. Hey, I study every day. Look. Boy. So as you're doing that, you're kind of standing right now, like in your pain. Like you're currently looking at like I think you're still looking at this tower. Right? If not necessarily looking at it, you're kind of feeling it still. Like it's still kind of like if you burn yourself and it's healing, you still feel like the little after effects afterward. That's kind of what's going on. So you feel like you need to know yourself, or you should know yourself a little bit more in this situation, or this shit brought you to find out yourself. So somebody's rushing in necessarily, but with like a little slow up kind of movement, because it's the slowest night in the deck. And it's like you feel like you have stability, but it's more stability and negativity. So you're kind of clouding your mind with the happiness, but you know that in the back of your head, still kind of a little pain there, right? And you feel like you have no duality with the person or the situation. I have to show you the card, so it's like I can't just, like I do if I read for you personally. So there's no awareness. So you and the person have no awareness of each other's message. And it seems like y'all don't, like y'all are together, but y'all not together. That's like, I care for you, but I don't love you. Not like I love you, but I'm not in love with you. Like it's the level below that, right? If that makes sense. All right, cool. So you don't want to change the physical standing between each other, because patience comes into with temperance or inspiration yourself, so that you're not necessarily parading it around, but you're more so celebrated, not necessarily in a negative manner. Possibly due to a third party situation currently going on, or has gone on, and this is a burden that you necessarily don't want to bear anymore, right? You've been carrying it for a little bit too long, and it's like you don't want to rush when it comes to a physical matter with a person at all, because you're probably still dealing with this tower. So this tower probably went down to like a 10 of wands, and then another 10 of wands is probably going to decrease a little bit more. It depends on yourself. And now that this third party situation is kind of ended, let's see. You don't necessarily want to choose anything physical. So you're probably chilling back, healing yourself. Sorry, y'all. Definitely posted that was going online. And everybody's like, so can I get a read though? Like afterward though. So you're having patience looking at the current negativity, right? And you feel like you're out of balance. We're gonna speed up a little bit so we can get to the rest of them. We're not gonna like take away from your reading, but we're gonna speed up a little bit. So it's like you're trying to have patience with the current negativity. So in the current standing, you could be actually doing that. Like, what the fuck? Like, this is really happening. Yes, this is not a kid's channel. If you're a kid, please get fast. All right, so you don't have necessary confidence in the negativity, but you're trying to find leadership yourself. And it's like you don't want to think in a negative manner, and it's like you necessarily don't want to extend the olive branch either. So it's a debt you want to put to rest, because there's no mystery here. You just want to be creative in a situation, or fertility. Wait, kind of. Because you don't want to feel like you're running off with love, right? Or any kind of negative aspects. You're normally a hard worker, but you can't work as hard as you want to because of this situation, so you can't necessarily advance your pentacles, right? So it's like you're making a negative choice, but you're making a choice, but you don't want it to necessarily be a negative one. So as you're making this choice in a low vibration. Did I just say vibration, Lord Jesus? In a lower vibration, you're kind of just meditating on it, right? All right, cool. So you possibly fought for this situation, or you've been in a fight, probably physically or verbally, hopefully not physically. Right? Oh, I'm sorry. So there could have been a definite situation. It could have been a miscarriage. In the amount of time that you knew the person. I humbly apologize. My condolences. Or the death of a situation, or possibly a negative parent figure messing with your relationship, and it blinds you, and you currently don't want to be blinded by this negativity. You don't want to necessarily change your mind, but you kind of like hesitant of like, if I do this, what's gonna happen? But you necessarily want to cut the fucking person off. So you're putting a choice between the two, so there's no enlightenment necessarily. You're kind of just hanging in a limbo. And it's like you want to master the situation and make something manifest, but you necessarily don't know how to. You have all the tools, but you're like, what the fuck do I do? So you don't charge forward in a negative manner or a childish kind of manner. This is a transition, right? But you're still kind of like vexed, kind of like stuck. You know, like you ever had one of these situations where you kind of sitting there laying down in the bed? It's my thing where you, like, you see the phone right there and you're kind of like drifting, but you're not like really, and the thing just busts you in your fucking face. That's my kind of like feeling right here. And you're not trying to nurture that situation at all. Maybe you don't know how. And you're not trying to rush into any negative thoughts, new passive thoughts. You want to equal give and take. You don't necessarily want to be like breadcrumbed, like somebody just pigeoning off you some types of food up, Fuck, don't give me no rice, nigga. Excuse my language. So you've been through this battle and you're kind of tired of it, right? So it's now what now? All right, cool. So it's like beating the same dead horse with the same damn stick. Spirit giving you the stick to beat it off completely. So you don't have to necessarily deal with it. So you don't believe the situation between the two people. And it's like you don't want to create anything between the two people as well. Anything physical anyway. This is not a mysterious path, or is it not mysterious to you? You've been through this road before. So as you gain knowledge for this person or that situation, it seems like you're trying to find confidence in that knowledge that you gain. You want to advance the emotion between you and the person. But as you start this new path of physical emotion with this person, you don't know if your emotion is with the person completely. I think I just got it. So you was in a situation, you was chilling by yourself, you felt like there was justice, somebody kind of put you out the situation, fucked you over, used and abused you, you went through a tower moment, and now you're kind of like trying to heal from the person. So as you're healing from the person, you don't want to start anything physical necessarily. The reason it could have been broke up is because it was probably like a baby mother or somebody inside the situation. So now you're just trying to worry about your bread and find out who you are. This person keeps coming back, but they're kind of like in a negative manner. And as you put the fucking situation to end, you lost your balance in yourself. So now you're trying to find leadership and guidance as you're trying to go through the situation of putting this fucker away. There's no mysteries to that. So the mystery is that you solved it and you're trying to create something better for yourself, but you don't know how. So you're kind of stuck in your head. And this person probably keeps coming back and fighting with your with your ass. I was about to say his dumb ass, but excuse my language. So you're trying to muster up the strength as you're stuck in limbo to cut this person off. And that's going to be the transition where you nurture yourself a little bit more. And then your pentacle is going to raise. And then you're trying to clear it from your head. So you don't want to fuck with anybody physical. You know how to love, but you don't want to love somebody. Somebody wants to fuck with you. And they want to be physical. So you're kind of stuck in a limbo if you should fuck with the person or not. Cool. All right. So you're having patience with love with this person. Or it could be the person coming back and you're trying to have patience with that person. Don't do it. Trust me. So as you try to preserve this emotion with the person, you have no direction. All right. I gotta show it to you, right? All right, sorry. So you have no direction. And it seems like you don't want to choose the emotion with the person. You're just kind of sitting in negativity as you create negative thoughts between yourself. And it's like you don't want to create anything physical. You just need a little bit of more guidance. So as you preserve through this fucking journey between this person, you don't necessarily want to create emotion. So we back at square one. Yeah, don't fuck with this person, my opinion, because I don't even think I should do your duality, but this forecast spread get too in depth, yeah. All right, so we're gonna move on to your sex, right? Cool. Well, look a bit more tunes on here, because I definitely want to hear my other shit. Much love, y'all. Oh, no. It's YouTube music. Y'all ain't hear that. Download the app today. Premium on us. Once again, like, this is new to me, so when I get everything situated, job yet. If you really fuck with me, you know. Gotta get that clarity as fucking serious as possible, as much as I can at least. Right? Cool. So we're gonna run with this one. Too Fast by Sunder, right? You know what? Showing you the cards is kind of like boring to me, and I don't use thumbnails like everybody else. So I'm gonna speed read the fuck out of these. You would rather the message than me sitting here going like this. That's so stupid as fuck. Now that I think about it, I don't like that in my vibe. So I'm gonna stop doing that shit. All right. So I'll just turn this down a little bit. Yeah, I'm starting to find my vibe in this shit. Cause that boy, listen, if you didn't trust me, why you here watching me, right? All right, let's get it. So for your sex life. So we have a page of cups. You ain't trying to really fuck with anybody in an emotion. You trying to get the physical. You trying to fuck, but you trying to slide off after the fuck. It seems like you want to advance the situation with the person physically. And as you rush in to get that nookie, it seems to create the situation. You feel like there's no stability when it comes to this person. So you kind of go down a different mysterious path, and it's like you're not trying to be creative. It's a third party situation. You could have met this person through somebody else. And it's like, as you choose this physical emotion, you want to choose this. You want to choose emotion with the physical with this person. So it's like you feel like there's an injustice. They probably ain't giving you the nookie. So it's like you don't want to love that shit. It's all good. You just want to get that physical with the person. I could dig it. And it's like, as you dagger this person, they probably going through some shit. So they try not to think of you negative. So as you get the nanny, that's on you. Much love and light with that. You have no patience for negativity. So you're just trying to get the perfect balance of the person. You're trying to get the goal. And you're trying to manifest that as a fucking however you can, right? I can definitely respect it. So it's like, as you get the situation duality with the person, it's like you rush in and they feel like they're giving more to you than that they're getting, or vice versa. So I kind of feel like you're the person that always comes over with the drink or the smoke or whatever, right? And it's like it's a lie because the person talking about they don't got no money. And it's like you trying to be involved, so you don't really care. You're trying to get this dagger in, and it's like you ain't trying to make a negative choice. So it's like this is not a transition between y'all two. You ain't trying to have no confidence when it comes to emotion, and you ain't gonna be pressed if she ain't fucking with you. If you don't advance emotion, you'll be all right, and you don't really care if they get guidance. This is not a new path in emotion. You're just trying to nurture the nanny. It seems like you just, yeah, you have no passion, no patience for negativity. The awareness is, I don't think you think you can get it yourself. That's what it is. And you pouring out mad liquor on this person, and they just leading you in the wrong path. So you want to change it now. So you put more bread out. Okay. You don't feel inspired that that's gonna change anything, but you're trying to put the work in. I could dig it. This is not a mysterious path between y'all two. Oh, you finally get it. And now you kind of dip off. You're an asshole, dog. No offense, I love you. But either they gave it to you and left you, and now, or vice versa, and now somebody's stuck up at night. You trying to fight for it back, and you can't get it because they fucking with their baby mother or their baby father. And it's like you've been through this shit before, so you don't necessarily want to be blinded. You just want to get your bread or get that physical and then dip off and change your mind. You trying to hang on, or the enlightenment is that you just don't have patience with this person. As you rush into negativity again, you try to find the strength to deal with this person. I feel like the person that you're dealing with has like extra, not necessarily appendages, but like she got a donk, or she has like a very busty experience, or his chain hangs low, if that makes sense. So but you ain't trying to think about that right now, and you kind of running from them. But that person runs in with their cup, and you look at them negative, like where the fuck you coming from. So you'll probably sip it up and chill, and then you create a little bit more motion again. It's a time moment when a person leaves. There's a mystery there. It's believing that the person doesn't want to be PDAing with you. They kind of want to cut that off because they don't know you like that. And sometimes when they dip from you, they dip to the other boo because they want to breadcrumb you. Necessarily, it's looking like you a quick fuck and you're not necessarily the fuck. And they ain't really trying to dig deep into you. Whew, this is getting deep. So yeah, it's like this person likes a fast kind of movement. They don't necessarily like a slow kind of thing. And more so a rough aspect. And they're probably dealing with something while they're dealing with you. And they're trying to find direction by getting the dagger in out of you. All right, so that's your sex life. You go run into your duality with your person. Let's see what's good. All right. Hey, I like speed reading, Becca. It's more fun for me, right? Let's get it. All right. So you're trying to build with the person. So you're rushing with a physical emotion with the person. As you try to create it with the person, you feel like you're not stable. So you're wondering what to do with the person, and you're trying to be creative. It's possibly due to a third-party situation, like I said. So as you're trying to create something physical with the person and emotional, and get your Ace of Cups here, it seems like the person has no patience with you because they're dealing with somebody else. So this keeps you up at night, and you don't want to fight with the person because you just want full cups of emotion and a family life with them. But you've been through this shit before, and it doesn't blind you anymore. It's like there's injustice, and you're trying to find out how to love this person, but also keep your mind on work. So as you change your mind, it's like you're trying to create something stable, and the enlightenment is that you have no patience with creating something physical with somebody who doesn't want to create anything physical with you. So no, there's no duality. So you're kind of more so focused on your own physical coin itself, and you have no patience with the person. You're trying to have confidence in the situation, but you don't want to go down this treacherous journey. So you kind of slide off. Yeah, you slide off and ignore them. And the awareness is that you don't know this person anymore due to a ending of a third party situation. You feel like they're breadcrumbing you. It's kind of some situation of the sex situation. So you're not trying to be physical with them at all, and you're not trying to look into why they're not physical with you. You're not even taking your time in the situation. You're just putting it to rest. This burden is done for as you find direction and confidence in your bread. So as you gain this motion and find leadership in yourself, that's when you change the physical between this person. And it's like you don't want to start a new path in love with them. You're just worried about your money. And you don't want to make this choice. You believe in that there's no transition between you and this person. You don't have confidence in the love anymore. You don't want to parade that shit around. You kind of putting that nigga to the rest. You over the shit. You ain't trying to advance the love. You cut them the fuck off. Do I really need to keep going? You have no duality with your partner. All right, that's your reading. Sorry, I like speed reading a little bit better. That's annoying and cunty to me. Like, nah. I mean, personally, the way I look at it, man, if I'm sitting here giving you reads and I'm trying to do the damn thing, and you getting a good vibe and you getting a message, and you sitting here like trying to stare at the guy, I don't want no damn fucking profile pic for the goddamn video. Y'all see what I do with this shit. I love y'all, man. Have a good day. I'm gonna go to the next one, right? We going to Leo next. Like it is.